refresh every room and have a different look in every room. Greg and I started the show with Bedspread. Now we have another one. Oh, this is soft too. You're bringing good stuff today, buddy.
Isn't it pretty?
Really good stuff. This is 100% cotton.
It's 100% cotton, and it's a Jacquard weave. So again, the design is woven into this. It's not printed on it. What makes this special is this is such a unique pattern. So we have one central medallion, and it's framed again beautifully. And the medallion is going to be engineered. So if you have a twin bed, you're going to have a smaller medallion. If you have a king, it's going to be larger than this.
That's really
But it's
nicely
perfectly framed. And the other lovely thing about this is when you see this from the side, it's woven all the way around. So if you come into the room from the side of the room, you're going to see all that beautiful decor. You're going to see that picture frame, and that also helps you center it to put it on the bed correctly. And then you have those marching medallions across the bottom.
It's amazing how a little touch like that can make such a difference.
Right.
And that's how you feel pride in your home. That's how we feel good when we know we're having company come over and they're going to be jumping on in here. So we have a couple of different colors for you. H214515, by the way, is the item number. You can call us, 800-500-7590. You can go to QVC.com. You can use our app. The one we have on the bed is the light sage.
And it's almost a crisp celery or a Granny Smith apple green.
And it's a creamy, creamy ivory that it comes back to.
It is. So
too.
it's that creamy sort of chalky off-white. So it's very soft.
In the light sage, we have full, we have queen, we have king for you. Any of these are $79, no matter what the size, and 6 easy payments.
And these other colors are great too. This is navy, but think about almost a chambray. And because you can see that wonderful texture in the bottom, it really does mimic denim. But don't think of a stiff denim. This is very soft, and it's going to reverse to that solid on the sham.
If you'd like it in the navy, we have that in the full size only.
And then we have the gray. Again, the neutral for a number of seasons now. It's very soft, it's very calm. It can look more traditional or more modern.
And this one we have for you in the full and in the queen. I gotta say, this is such an easy, quick way. If you've been walking into your bedroom or walking into your guest room or into the kids' rooms and you're saying, you know what, I'm tired of seeing the same thing.
Right.
I've had it forever. And at 100% cotton, this is the time of year when you just sometimes want, you don't need the big down comforter, you just want that little light, airy touch.
And it's very fluid, so as you pull it up over you, or if you just lay on your bed to read or watch TV or use your tablet, you can throw this in the washing machine and in the dryer, and it's only going to become more and more soft. It's already pre-shrunk, and again, the design is woven in. And I love the way it's framed. So when you see it from any direction, you have that wonderful pattern. And maybe what you have on the bed now is chocolate brown and hunter green and burgundy, and that looks great in February. But now that we're getting into June, you're thinking, I want something lighter and fresher and cleaner. And this in one fell swoop, all you do is stuff the pillow shams, and there's that deep envelope pocket, so it's beautifully finished that way. And
that's another good deep one.
And
Love
put
it.
the spread on, and you've completely transformed that master bedroom, the guest room, the kids' room. Maybe you have a holiday, you know, maybe you have a cabin or a camp. Maybe you have a bridal shower coming up. This would make a wonderful bridal gift.
It is really pretty. They're customer top rated also. We've got some reviews going across the bottom of your screen. And that's when I say, you know what, take a stop, check it out, read them up. $79, whether you do the full, the queen, or the king. This is also just one way to add a little color. You add a little texture. You can add a little dimension. And even if you just kind of fold it up and play with it a little bit here at the end of the bed.
You can just sort of have a little slice of color at the bottom.
Just drape it. Isn't that pretty?
And look, you can play with the border because there's the border that could get tucked under the pillows or goes, but look how that looks beautiful. Just a little sliver at the bottom of the bed to give that freshness.
And then once again, it's easy to make, so you don't have to keep doing the back and forth from one side of the bed to the other because the design's doing it for you.
And
I
maybe
like it,
if it's a child trying to make the bed, maybe it's somebody with my grandmother had arthritis, and all the years I knew and loved her, she could barely button a blouse. She loved bedspreads because they were substantial enough but very lightweight to make the bed.
Well, and you know, speaking of grandmothers, like I look at this and I'm instantly transported. My Mornie was my grandmother, and every bedroom had, like, there was the blue room, there was the orange room, there was a pink room, there was a white room, there was the yellow room. Each had its own bedspread. When I went to my nanny's house, my great-grandmother, she lived in this big old Victorian home, which I was sure was haunted, and there were staircases I didn't want to go in when I was little. But we used to love to go in because you'd crawl into these bedspreads, and they were so, so soft, and they were so pretty. And so there's something about seeing these all of a sudden I'm a
brings
little
back the
kid again.
memories, yeah.
I'm at Nanny's house, and it's almost like I can't wait to run downstairs and have pancakes in the morning. That's what this is about.
This is that gray, which is a wonderful neutral. Think about this with dark woods or even pines. I love the navy because it feels almost sportier and more denim-like.
It is. It's like a great pair of jeans. It's nice and soft,
But
and it just
very
fits the pillow
soft.
beautifully.
And then, of course, the light sage on the bed, which is that Granny Smith apple green, that crisp celery. It just looks like springtime. It looks like summer. It looks like white wicker. And, you know, just, I think this can look very formal. I think it could look very shabby chic.
Exactly.
Or boho chic.
Well, and I think you can do this with like a striped sheet set. You can do this with a plain,
florals.
with florals.
Sure.
Have a little fun, but think about if you're at work, if you're at home, think about that room that you always walk past, right? We all have one, and you
The
walk
catch-all
past
room.
and you're like, oh, I got to do something. I
Something
have to do
have to do,
something.
yeah.
And then you just don't get around to it. Now's the time to take care of it. It's easy. You place your order for H214515. We ship it home. You all of a sudden get an instant refresh. You don't have to go buy paint.
Right.
You don't have to take wallpaper down. You don't have to buy or, heaven forbid, put furniture together,
Right.
which always seems like a good idea at the time. And then you're like, what did I
Just stuff
do?
2 pillow shams.
Just put some pillows in the sham, throw the bedspread on the bed, and look what you've done. You've
Looks like $1 million.
accomplished, and now you feel better because you can walk past that room and you smile a little bit.
Or if your sister-in-law comes for a visit, you know, you're not embarrassed. Because
That's
you
the
know
other
she's going to
thing.
talk about you at Thanksgiving.
Oh, Greg,
come on.
no.
Well, not yours, but I mean, you know, people.
You want to feel pride in it. And you know, we
Exactly,
joked about it
exactly,
earlier
right.
with pillows and what kind of shape are the pillows that are in your guest room, because quite frankly, I've got some that have seen better days.
Mm-hmm.
This is when, you know, if you've had that same comforter on the bed for 20, 30 years,
It's time for a
pick
little
up a new
facelift.
bedspread. Or even if you want to keep that comforter on the bed, this is like a little facelift.
It is.
You just kind of throw it over.
And it freshens
go.
it up, and it covers a lot of sins, you know? And
does.
it just speaks to a gentler time, a more relaxed time, and it's the quintessential spring and summer bedding, I think.
It's lightweight, it's soft, and it will get softer. You
And
can throw it in the
washes
washer and
beautifully.
dryer. We have
Absolutely.
the sage, we have, I want to call this denim, it's navy, and
Navy.
then we also have the gray.
And the gray.
It's on Easy Pay, and it's an easy fix to fix up a bedroom. Greg Lawrence, you're still not done, buddy.
I'll see you in a little bit.
You'll be back in a bit. We're going to walk over this way because it's time for a little Mickey Mouse. Sue Clark Overton, hi. I just have to give a shout out to Scott Plasky, my producer, because I believe that was him in my ear who just did an excellent Mickey Mouse.
He did? Did he imitate him?
He did a good job.